I found it interesting the other day when you were talking about zero correction. Um, can I tell you that the opposite of zero correction is zero tolerance or 100% tolerance? Not zero tolerance, 100% tolerance?
Look at that. Very nice.
Because, if we observe a baby learning its native language, we can find that there is no one around the baby to correct its mistakes. Baby corrects, self-corrects its mistakes. There is no one to correct them, not even its mother or father or anybody. So why do we go on correcting others? Because when we are talking with a native English speaker, there is no need of correcting, because if we deep listen to him, I think that itself is a way to correct ourselves.
Yes, you mentioned that in the voice messages. It was very, very beautiful how you were sharing it.
Because, teacher team, we tend to correct mistakes which we find in others. I think that is not a good idea. If it is on academic level, it's okay that, but when we are in the real life, there is no need of correction, particularly when learning languages. I think corrections should be made by the individual himself by listening deeply.
Super Sunny. And why, let me as you share this and you say about why do you think this has happened where we have human beings correcting people when they're, speaking? Why do you think this is happening? Because you had shared that really actually we shouldn't do this at all in the natural environments. Why are
That's right.
teachers or anyone that you might meet learning a language that might be higher level and someone's lower level, why do you think they do that?
I think, it is an extension of the classroom activities. The teachers always, they tend to correct their students in the classroom. And the ordinary people, the normal language learners, they copy the same strategy outside. They try to, they, I think they like to correct others whenever there is a mistake. But I think that's not a good idea. Each individual is responsible for his own mistakes. So he should try to learn his mistakes by listening to native speakers. That means when we have a 100% native environment where we can listen to a native English speaker, should we go? We need not go anywhere. Uh, we can stay in that environment, listen deeply, and correct our mistakes.
And you had shared about, okay, the natural world, out in the real world and with friends and things, zero corrections needed because you can do it on your own, especially if you're inside an environment with a so-called native English speaker. Now, you shared also about inside the educational world of, correcting things that need to be corrected. There's a difference. Can you share about that difference?
Teacher team, when we are in a classroom, it is the duty of the class teacher or the teacher to correct the mistakes of his or her students, because that is what the teachers are there. But once in the real world, if we go on correcting others, you know,
We lost Super Sunny.
feels freedom. Sorry? I would like to repeat the case of a baby who tries to learn his, native language. So, do we ever find, an instance where someone tries to correct the baby? No, never. The baby learns everything by itself, by its own effort. No one is there to correct the baby. So, I think we should follow the same example. We common people, when we try to learn a foreign language, we can listen deeply to native English speakers. We can be in a 100% native environment, and uh, when we find that we are making a mistake, we can correct it by ourselves.
Okay, now let's go a little bit further on the fact of how teachers, it's their duty to correct inside the classroom. And then there's a fact that now the students are now programmed over time because they get corrected every day, all the time. So when they go out into the natural world, they are the same. They mimic the teacher in the real world. So that's a fact. That's what we're expressing. Let's go a little bit further now to
Okay.
talk about. Let's talk about this. Because you're talking about a baby.
That's right.
Now you're flipping it to the other side. Here's the duality. You have the baby, zero duty of anything, just living. You
Yeah.
have the classroom of a human being, 100% duty to correct everybody else. There's different
That's right.
scenarios. You're talking about one human
Yeah.
being, a baby, and then you're talking about a group. Now, let's connect it to a little bit bigger of a fact, because you said
Okay.
common people. Now,
That's right.
in this world, common people, their facts are they have low environments, chances to learn English with a native English speaker.
That's a fact.
So you are sharing something that, yes, if you are in 100% environment with an English speaking individual, native, we put the word native, actually you are an English speaking human being where Teacher Tim learns from, so you are at a much higher level because I'm learning from you as you speak English. So this native English speaker, these words, it's like a program. So
That's right.
let me, because I know you're deeply listening to this and I want you to understand, and then you're going to give feedback.
Sure.
Because feedback is the key. See, common people have low environments to learn English. How does Teacher Tim know this? They have expressed it in their dream Fila with Teacher Tim.
Yeah.
This is not something that I'm looking at research. I don't care about research in this world.
Right.
I don't care. Because what True Project Base is all about is about you, Super Sunny.
Sure.
So the common people now, you have put in a couple words. How are they going to be part of an environment of 100% in a native English speaking environment? How? Share.
I would like to tell you that we have got the latest technology with us, in the form of a smartphone, TV, TV broadcast, YouTube videos. So I think if necessary, a common man need not be in a low native environment area. He can create his own, environment, or, he can create at least a 50 to 60% native environment by listening to audio podcasts, authentic English materials, watching videos, and talking to native speakers. Some 10 or 20 years, we didn't have these facilities. But now, with the advance of technology, now we can even talk to native speakers in real time. So the the scenario has changed altogether. So if one person is willing to go forward with his dreams, with his vision, he can create an environment by himself or for himself by uh, adapting this latest technology, by utilizing this technology.
Okay.
Do you understand what I am saying?
100%. And
Thank you.
it was so,
So,
yes. Keep going, Super Son.
so I think by taking advantage of these technological devices around us, we can create our own environment. The way I'm doing these days, I've become a member of this club and I keep in touch with the members. And whenever I'm free, I try to talk with you. So I think actually what I'm doing is I'm trying to create an environment where I can immerse myself in English, talking with people. Some 20 years ago, we didn't have all these things. We had to depend entirely on textbooks only. There was no way to listen to authentic English materials. But now we have everything at the click of a button. So I think yesterday you were talking about one factor, that people are slow to understand how technology can develop their vision. So I think that is exactly what I am talking. People should be aware of how technology can transform their lives through education, through empowerment, through learning new skills.
Yes.
Because a teacher team cannot be everywhere at the same time personally, but he can reach millions of people at the same time by means of technology.
Yes. And to you, Super Sonny, I want to share with you that this has zero to do with Teacher Tim, even though Teacher Tim is showing the whole. This is about you, and we must all understand that once we begin to compare Teacher Tim to other teachers in the world or soon to be teachers, and Teacher Tim is making zero money from showing something, how do they develop their dream when their other fact, the common people, they need money. They need money to create their vision. So you are someone from another country outside of Thailand. You have shared the same facts about this world today that Super Dad Peapot shared 2 years ago on Facebook when it first began. Okay. It's the same thing. It's the same facts. And Teacher Tim is saying human beings are not, I didn't say are slow, they're unaware because of their educational systems that they're in right now. There is zero people inside the educational systems showing how to use Facebook broadcast. They're not showing this how. So what happens? True project-based learning environments, here's the learning issue, Super Sonny. An individual, an individual in this world, a common individual, comes on Facebook. Learning English is the idea. Facts, low-level environments, no money. I have enough money for Wi-Fi for 2 hours in the day. I will use it, and then I will go live. Learning issue. Oh, Teacher Tim, how do I join you? I don't know how. It's everyone. Every human being goes through learning issues of their own dream in true project-based. This is the beauty of the life of today of 24 hours for Teacher Tim. The life of 24 hours is the currency for Teacher Tim. That is it. But what I am is zero about passion. This is about true compassion. zero passion. This is the highest level of true compassion, when you can show what the world is lacking.
That's right.
And the human being now is rising using technology the way it was supposed to be used, because when technology was created, every time there's technology, the idea is to make the human being's life simpler.
Simple.
What
That's
happens
right.
now? What happens? Every person comes in. I want to learn English, Teacher Tim. What's your facts? Oh, well, I know English is an international language. Yes. I have low English learning
That's
environments. Yes. And you know, Teacher Tim, I'm so busy. I got so much homework. I just want to play a game and relax. I say, oh yeah, good.
You know, Teacher Tim, the bottom line is that you can take the horse to the river, but you can never make the horse drink water.
That is a program saying, my friends. And get ready for true project-based learning environment. That is a program statement in this world. I have shown the world that that is incorrect in my life, my circle. You can continue the program. This is why they say TV programs. Human beings have been programmed for decades, and now it's time, boom, to turn on the mindset. One human being at a time. If you think we're going to reach millions today, well, that is insanity. It doesn't work that way. When we've been in a program for 60 years of an educational system, Teacher Tim has shared, this is a 50-year vision. And Teacher Tim is ready with the 24 hours a day to help the human race understand what a dream Fila is about and the journey called life. Done. Super Sunny. And I want to thank you for what you are expressing out. Teacher Tim, I will share with you, passionate pioneers have all shared the same. Meaning what? You are a passionate pioneer. People don't understand this. You are the first of its kind to use technology in the way to develop you. And the bigger picture to the common people, when they can make revenue with their dream, is to travel the world, like you said, and put them in the tension, in the stress of being able to communicate because they can't communicate. Do you understand the true educational evolution now, Super Sunny? Because yes,
Yeah.
you understand zero corrections for Teacher Tim in a university, in natural environments, everywhere, and travel is going to be the most beautiful and natural environment for the human being ever created, using technology and revenue making from what you joined. And you didn't even know me, Super Sunny. This is why I absolutely love hearing your voice message. You don't know me, and you signed up for free. For what? You don't need to do that. You can use Facebook, Global Stage, and talk to people. You shared something a couple months ago, Super Sunny, when I met you in another Facebook club. What did Teacher Tim do with you? What did I do? Simply, what did I do, Super Sunny? Do you know?
Yeah, I know that.
And you were attracted like a true magnet would be. It's that simple, man.
That's right.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
I don't care about
That's
the
right.
majority right now, my friend. This is not about the whole world right now. This is about a core of passionate pioneers from Thailand, my home, and now it is expanding over the past 3 years online in the virtual world.
Right.
That's not supposed to
Okay.
happen. Super Sunny, what else would you like? You talk, share more.
Oh, well, Teacher Tim, you said it the most beautiful way when you just a few seconds ago when you mentioned traveling is one of the one of the best ideas that can occur to human beings because the more you travel, the more you learn. You know, because I have been a passionate traveler throughout my life. I have been to a couple of countries, so that's how I have this passion for languages as well. So whenever I get a chance to go to travel, I forget myself. I pack up what I have.
Oh,
Because you have got very limited time in your life. So as you said, today you have got 24 hours and tomorrow no guarantee.
eh,
So
no guarantee. Zero.
yeah. Zero. Okay. And I think teacher team, you just mentioned your reward is measured not in currency, but the amount of time you are given to enjoy your life in this world. That is your reward for your efforts, I think. Because even if you're a rich man or a billionaire, you are not going to get the same amount of trust and respect from, the students. That is something unimaginable. That is something that you get not from the classroom, but since you are out of the classroom,
Yes.
you get this trust and respect.
Super Sunny.
That is something more valuable than the wealth that the money that you get.
Mm. Super Sunny, I'll share with you something very simple to you that Teacher Tim knows. To create the true educational evolution, Teacher Tim has to be disconnected from the currency of this world called money. It has to be this way. And on the other side of that, the passionate pioneers will fulfill their dreams and make as much as they want of the currency because they're following and creating their passion. This is how
That's right.
it's going to be created. This is how Teacher Tim is here today next to a pool supporting his wife and his vision and her visions and his home, Thailand, and now the bonus of India, Vietnam, Myanmar, over 30. This is how it's going to be done. Teacher Andy knows me. It's not a game.
Yeah, sure. It's not a game.
It's not a game.
Uh, yeah, teacher team. Like you said, you have reached a position where money no longer matters. You are no longer interested in that thing. Uh, you have in your mind, in your heart, something nobler than money. You want to spread awareness among.
We lost Super Sunny. He's talking about Teacher Tim wanting to spread awareness. Now we lost him. We'll remove him for a second. See, here's the fact. Super Sonata writes, I always forget about vocabulary when I want to talk to anyone. That is a majority of human beings and their fact. Where is Super Sunny?